Hi you guys, so today we're going to talk about potatoes. We're going to be planting some potatoes in the next little while, and I had to go buy some seed potatoes because my home potatoes only had a few that sprouted, so that's not enough for a crop. So I picked up two different kinds of potatoes. I've got these Yukon Golds, which is a mid-season potato, and these Norland, which is an early season potato, early season red. So there are early season, mid-season, and late season potatoes, so it's important for you to know what kind that you have. My homegrown potatoes are also an early season, so I'm going to plant those when I plant these, which is pretty much any time in my grow zone after March 15th. But the mid-seasons, they don't go in the ground until mid-May. Otherwise, they tend to rot. So then they like it warmer. So these will come first to being ripe, and then these will come about a month or so later, which is fine with me. So let's talk about cutting potatoes. So I like to cut potatoes. Some people just plant the whole potato, and if it's small, like actually this one, since this one is small, about the size of an egg, and particularly because it only has one eye, this is just going to go on the ground like that. This one has two eyes vigorously growing off of it, so I'm going to cut this in half. Right? Super easy. So you have the inside and the outside, and then what I'm going to do is put them on a rack to dry a little bit overnight. And what that's going to do is form a scab on here, because right now it's wet, it's moist. So we're going to let that dry overnight, and when we plant it, we'll plant the cut side down, and then this top will grow into a beautiful plant. So let's do some more of these together. This potato only has one eye, so I'm just going to plant it whole. This one as well, this is that egg size one, so I'm just going to put them out. This one, although it's a little bigger than an egg, but it has 1, 2, 3 eyes, so I'm just going to cut this in half. I could cut it into thirds, but I'm just going to not be greedy, and then I'm just going to cut it in half, and then we're going to dry this. This one is a big potato, and I've got eyes here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll cut it this way, and I think I'll just leave these 3 eyes there. I was thinking about trying to cut it in between. I could do that. I might change my mind tomorrow when I go to plant these. Actually, I'm just going to do that. Why not? So, but look, I've got some damage in the bottom, so I'm going to need to cut that off. And I'm going to need a real knife for that, so hold on. Alright, my new favorite knife. My buck, I've showed it off a few times. It's a cute little thing, isn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and just trim this bad part out. So we've cut the bad area out. We've got 2 eyes on that one. We're going to let that dry. Of course, this side also has that same bad area. So we're going to just take a big hunk out. goes in quite a way. Ooh, this one might be too damaged. Let's see. No, okay, good enough for me. So it's got 2 eyes on it, and we cut out the damage. This is areas that concern me too, but I'm going to go ahead and just plant it and see what we get. This is all garbage. And then we're going to take out of our bag these seed potatoes so you can take a look at that. So this, I mean, look at all those eyes, and this is already starting to grow. This is a red potato, and I'm going to cut some of these down, but several of them are just smaller sized. Like this one I'll just leave whole. So let's go ahead and process these. Sarah sees something she wants. Look at how beautiful that is inside. Okay, and now we're just going to let those scab up, and I think tomorrow we're going to go ahead and plant. I'm going to do some of them in the wood chips, and then I'm going to try that Ruth Stout method in some spoiled straw and see how that goes. So we're going to do some testing both ways, but this video will pick up tomorrow. Thanks.